Maybe I should take the chair down a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Somehow that worked out completely fine. Not somehow, that's how it was supposed to work. Somehow it's just something I'm used to see. Okay, somebody followed me. Hello, welcome. Okay, I'll have to go check out who that is. But thank you for the follow. I hope you're a person and not a bot. But did that person follow earlier and I just got the message? That's also possible. So as usual, let me put in the good morning and such. Yeah, it is working. So I should go and do the same on YouTube. I guess I just need to restart the talk so for it to work. Yeah, okay. I hope Jason is online. Maybe Avanish Vath is. Hopefully one of the two are online. I do have the laptop on, but I'm not quite sure what to do because, okay, I'll just go and check out Telegram, see what's happening there. While I just continue looking up what people are doing these days. Good morning. I actually have good news to give you. The exam results are out, and I did clear the first stage. So looks like the 60-day challenge paid off. That's actually why I messaged you on Discord if you want to join. Thanks. I did clear it the last time as well, but this time I really wasn't in the right mood, let's just say, because I was expecting I would clear all three last time itself, and when I didn't, it felt very awful. That's why I started the whole challenge and hoped it would get me back into study mood again. So seems like it worked out. Yeah, yeah, sure. I'm here for about 2 hours now. Okay, welcome back again then. So now it's the second stage. I think there are about 2,000 people they selected and 50 final seats. That's what I have to work on now. Nice. I actually did the same after the exam, and there were so many things in there. Just a lot of stuff that I had accumulated thinking I would use it sometime. A lot of them were just notes that I just put in the closet and never looked at again. Because you feel like something would be useful later, but just there is just not enough time. That's actually a part of what I'm doing these days. Like every day, I'm looking up, cleaning up like one drawer or something like that, because the whole house is quite a bit of disorganized condition. It's just a nice way to pass the time, and you feel better afterwards. I think I mentioned it to you last time, or maybe I didn't. When you do these things like just cleaning up, organizing, you actually feel like you did something very productive, and that makes you feel good. That is a psychologically established thing. That's why when the exam starts coming closer, people want to feel productive, but they're also too lazy to study. So they start cleaning their room, they organize their desk properly, everything is in place except for the studies. False productivity is what it's called. It's necessary. It's something you have to do uh, just to feel better. I'm calling myself out as well, right? I do the same thing. I just, when I read it in a book, I realized that, yeah, I do that a lot. One of the solutions that I did read was just go out, get out of your space, and go to a library for a specific time period. So you already have a clean atmosphere to work in, one that is actually built for people to study. You spend time there, then you accomplish what you want to, and come back home. Then, if you feel like cleaning your room, you can clean it. That's what the advice in the book was. So, when is your exam? I'm guessing you did mention something about the physiotherapy or some course similar to that. So, I'm expecting you to have an exam about that as well. Okay, so it is getting close. It's time to start your 30-day challenge then. Yeah, definitely. Maybe, but I'll be in the library myself now. I don't think that would be nice. I can try actually, but I might spend a lot of time in the library now because this is difficult. In the first stage, it's a MCQ type exam, so you just need to recognize the answer instead of writing it from scratch. But this is a very descriptive type. You have to write all the questions, and since geology and forestry aren't exactly very scientific, there is a lot of memorization to be done. So it's just hard work. Have you actually streamed before though? Oh, nice. You have a channel? I could check that out. Sounds fun. Oh, okay. You're probably not very proud of the early videos you made. That generally happens to me. Every time I look at something I have written a couple of years ago, I feel like I was a complete child back then. Yeah, I will check that out sometime. But it's fine. We all say things that we think are right at the time, but views change as you grow up, right? I can guess what you would have said back then, just from saying Call of Duty. Meanwhile, I did take up running again. So that old 12-week program I restarted, went back 2 weeks. So now I'm starting from third week again. So in 10 weeks, I should complete the program now. You did mention if I was noticing any difference. Yeah, I actually do notice the difference now. There is less fat. I'm less fat than I used to be. It's very strange actually because throughout my growing years, I never had any extra weight. I think my weight when I entered college, that is graduation, was the same as when I left. I gained 1 kilogram in 4 years, and I was actually very skinny. So it's a strange feeling to uh, just have fat loss and be happy about it. Yeah, I'm still not in the fat range so far, but just getting towards it. Now I'm more interested in how much I can do over the course of 3 4 months because I wasn't very regular with the exercise I did as well, right? I took a lot of breaks. Then before the exam, I took another month full break. In the sense that lack of discipline or something like that. Oh, okay. But that's quite an easy way to remember people. That's something I actually want to work on as well. Yeah, it's mean, but it's easy. It's not just flaw necessarily, but you just have to distinguish people from others, right? Actually, I have a lot of problems remembering who people are. I generally remember details about what they do and everything, but the faces and connecting them to names, something I don't find very easy. I mean, I'm okay with it, but my father somehow remembers everyone he has met. Don't know how he does that. Yeah, sometimes I have entire conversations with people without remembering what their name is. So at least I have gotten good at that, avoiding taking someone's name. Yeah, yeah. I thought you actually meant day because sometimes that happens to me as well. Like I sit down in the evening and think, what did I do the whole day? And it's just complete blank. It takes a while to remember. Okay, I went there, then I went there. Okay. I have been really looking at a lot of videos that caution against that, that you should be attentive in whatever you're doing and not zone out. I do zone out a lot, even when I'm trying to meditate or something. It's difficult to just keep track on how many breaths I have taken, those things. You start by just letting your mind wander, and then it goes somewhere that you don't even remember. I actually don't know what that is. You gave three spellings, I recognize none of them. And the fourth one, maybe you should just explain what that is. Like a pocket or something, a bag. Okay, like a wardrobe basically. A cupboard? Yeah, a cupboard, wardrobe. That's a word I have not actually heard of before. There are several things about that whole comment that I don't understand. Easter eggs are literally eggs but decorated, right? Or are they plastic or something? If they have been in your, okay, then that's fine. I thought if they have been in your drawer for a while, then probably not edible. At least it's gone from your cupboard now. Okay. Hopefully they haven't been there. The whole stuff has not been there for years. Yeah. I think the worst thing I found while cleaning, not right now, but a couple of months ago, was a old dead bat. Small, like a, what is a bat a child called as? A cub? Somehow there was no smell or anything. It was just dead and lying there for a couple of months. Yeah, freaky. The weird part is I don't even open, keep, it's like an upper storage space that I don't even open. I don't know how it got in there. Because usually the house is very clean, but that's just a random bat. Maybe it just got stuck or it just sat on a cloth and the cloth was stored up there and that's how it got in. That's what my theory was. Like winter clothes or something, they're kept out to dry, right? Probably just attach itself to that and came in. I have had other bats climb in that way as well. That's why I guessed. Okay. Yeah, I was just talking about it probably attached itself to one of the clothes that were drying, kept out to dry, and that's how it got in. Because that has happened more than once. You just, for some reason, they like just sitting on those clothes. It's not one of those big bats that you see over there, or in US or something. These are very small, like the size of a mouse or something, but with wings. It's actually pretty cute if you are not worried about getting bitten by it. Getting bit? You know, in general, I think bats can be very cute. Have you seen that fruit-eating bat? Don't know about meow, but they do purr. That I know. This was actually one of the questions that I solved regarding environment question. All the big cats growl except for cheetah. Tiger is the strongest. Jaguar has the strongest bite force. Like this big cat trivia was really in news last year. Okay. There's a whole compilation. Whoa, that's proper cat. I was talking about this bat, right? I'll just show you that one. This
He's
it's
in a
like a
filthy
dog.
mood. So he was called in by Colin. Colin found him low in his grevilleas this morning. He's in a filthy mood.
Yeah, you don't expect that from a bat. It looks super cute, especially because that one I don't think it bites people. It just eats fruits and such. Yeah, I forgot to ask. What about your cardio and fight? When is it? Ah, all right. What happened? You punched too hard? Good. Oh, okay. That I don't think you mentioned that one. You did mention that you were spamming cardio. Yeah, if you're keeping up with the UFC, that's what Mirab did again against Sean O'Malley. Would be funnier if you choke him out again. And regarding cardio, are you using some kind of training program or is it just on your own? That's why I'm out. Okay. Do you have cardiovascular training as a part of your curriculum or it's just muscles and such? Cutting edge, part of your syllabus curriculum. You were studying something to do with physical training, right? Syllabus. Uh, like there is a list of chapters for you to study, right? As a part of your course. I'm asking if cardio training is a part of it or not. What course is that? If you is there any specific name for it? You might have mentioned. I just forgot if you did. Yeah, yeah, right. Good. It should be pretty all around then. I like that there are institutions like that that actually giving proper training and such for anyone trying to be a personal trainer. I think for India, the courses are very basic and low level. I'm just guessing that it is a good institute, but yeah, I think this is something I really want to work on going forward after the exam. Not that I want to be a personal trainer, but just as a some kind of organization that will get people in touch with people like you who are doing these things. Because we, at least in India, we have a lot of focus on medicine and hospitals, everything like that. That is uh, curing the disease. But regarding lifestyle, there is not much. There is not a lot of focus on it. In a sense, not a lot of people focus on the nutrition or just working out daily. There are some big companies now are getting in that area, but it's not a very complete package. Like Cult Fitness is there just to help people schedule their workouts and such. But I think it should be more a part of your culture. No, 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 not you specifically. I mean, I was thinking of building some kind of a company or an organization which would work on this part, like on people's lifestyle instead of starting a hospital. I will just give you an example. In terms of nutrition, a lot of people do read about uh, nutrition and such, but they don't know that the background in terms of food. India was a very underdeveloped country, let's just say, and we had people literally starving back then. So what we did during 1970s was we did a green revolution. They call it green revolution because just the output was very huge compared to what it was earlier. From the same amount of land, we were getting twice, thrice, four times the number of grains. But what they did for that was they sacrificed the local varieties. They had lower yield but better nutrition. I don't think you should. There are probably preservatives in the chocolate, but 10 years is still stretching that, right? I think US did the same thing. They just focused on varieties that were yielding a lot, that is a lot of grain per unit of land, but the nutrition of each grain actually went down instead of going up. So while people are eating food, they are not eating quality food. This is just one idea. So if you can contact a few farmers and allow them to that is just connect them with people in big societies, that is people who are reasonably set with their life. They're rich, they're looking to improve their life, but they don't actually know all these things. So what we can do is just become a middleman and connect the farmers to these people so they can get access to good food. That's one example. Then just people are training, but they're just joining gyms. Some people are just joining yoga, and there is no organized way of doing things. That's what I was thinking of doing once I actually get through the exam. But again, that depends on how much time I would have afterwards as well, right? Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think even a general guidance on what the cutting edge theory in that regard is would be good enough. So let's talk about that someday. China actually took a lot of steps in this regard. There are a lot of people who, the government officials themselves conduct uh, kung fu sessions. That is kung fu for fitness, not for fighting. I actually saw some news, some video, some research document as well, which mentioned that they worked a lot on their people. Now, China is not exactly a model country, but there are some things that they do are, I think, a lot of countries should follow that same model. Am I getting too international and political? We actually have to write things like this in our answers, so it looks like we are really informed people. Show off a little in the paper and they will give you high marks for it. I hope that's what the examiner thinks as well. Imagine if this is the feedback they wrote on the paper. This guy is spitting. Are there any YouTubers that you actually find are good in terms of fitness? Like, that's fine. You can also just, sure, one or two recommendations, just naming them would also be sufficient. You don't need to do all that. If you want to, that's fine. But no, no, it doesn't have to be very absolute recommendation. I'm just saying you just look at this guy's videos and you think, okay, this actually makes sense considering what I'm studying at the moment. I think, for example, there is a guy called Jeff Nippard. He does a lot of science-based training. There is a guy called Bioneer. He's like Lyle McDonald. I think I have heard that name. I'll just check him out one sec. Okay. Yeah, I haven't actually seen what he's saying, but I'll check him out actually sometime. Okay. See, this is what I was thinking. I am trying to avoid watching useless stuff on YouTube, right? But you still go on YouTube. You might as well watch something that is interesting and helpful. The Crash Course channel, for example, has actually good content in terms of their coverage. The world history is good. Even chemistry and such was good. That's what the plan is for the next few months. The exam is in November now, so I have some time, but still not so much time that I can just go to sit around. So just like I was doing earlier, I want to continue the whole spreadsheet again. But this time there is a couple of months that I can do it continuously for without needing to take a break for exam. Yeah, sure. If you want to, I can listen to those. Are you done cleaning your drawers, or it's a work in progress? Long time. You just mentioned you're cleaning your drawer. Intuition. Yeah, I was about to say it's pretty late for you, and you just said you want to go to bed. Yeah. Yeah, I was just laughing at that. He started the conversation, and I said, if the conversation is irritating you, you should block him. And then he blocked you. Like, why would you start a conversation if you want to block people? I think he just felt like he didn't want to be blocked by you, so he just took the preemptive measure. You're probably fine because you have been in the COD lobby for a while, right? So I don't think that would have caused you to block him. Yeah, good night. Sleep well and prepare for your test. I actually don't know how much I will be streaming in the next couple of months because it's going to be very hectic. But I'll just let you know whenever I'm live. You were in the Call of Duty lobbies, right? So I don't think what he was saying would be very problematic for you to handle. Yeah, I think people just haven't been on the internet long enough that they need to block. Yeah, have good rest, so it will help with your wrist as well. And meanwhile, I'll just try to make a video on the next exam results and next 4 months. So good night, sweet dreams, and see you later. I'll continue doing something else now. The person in the Kik chat with a strange username. I seem it looks like it's an automated message. Not viewers is something I'm not looking for at the moment, but if you're a human being, you should talk to me. That's the annoying part about Twitch Kick, that a lot of people send automated bots to advertise their Discord channel. It's unfortunate. But I guess it's better to have something in your chat than having it completely empty. It just gives me talk about something, gives me something to talk about, or more accurately, it gives me something to complain about that people are using bots. So that works, I suppose. But it's funny. People are using AI to advertise their channel, and I'm using their advertise to fuel mine. Smart trick, huh? Big channels hate this. Yes, that's another bot message. Too many bot messages and not enough live viewers. 25 subscribers in 3 days, which will get me closer to earning 1,000 per month. Feel free to contact him for Steve Saloon. I'm actually curious if these things work out or not, because it seems like a scam. But again, I'm okay with not having viewers as long as I'm just doing the things that I like and not just paying money to get extra viewers or something like that. Sounds extremely lame. Seems like Mr. Guni's Wrath is playing Ark Survival. You should probably look up Ark Survival. I have heard that's a good game. This Expedition 33 is the one that I'm actually looking for these days. The other one called Coglia. No, the laptop has not crashed despite working for a couple of hours. 2 hours now? Yeah, it's actually just 1 hour. That's surprising. I thought it has been more than 2 hours. I was thinking of getting the Clear Obscure 33 game. I have heard it's actually good. If anybody is playing it and they happen to be just passing through the chat, then you can let me know if it's good or not. There is a game, there is a deluxe edition. Heard Sifu is a good game as well. Yes, the Expedition 33 Deluxe Edition is not on GOG. It is 11 o'clock. I did want to switch off the stream and go do something else, so I will actually go and do that now. I just wanted to let Jason know that I did crack the first stage of the exam, so I will make a dedicated video talking about the exam and the next few months of the channel now. Seems like that actually helped out. Now, just for the next few months, I'll be studying offline in a library or something like that because a lot of them would be just writing tests. I have just been lagging on doing this writing part. So that's what I will be doing, but I will still let you know what I can do regarding streaming. Honestly, streaming does drop my efficiency a bit in terms of how much I study, and my eyes do get tired just looking at the screen all day. So I'll try to avoid that, and instead I will just make YouTube videos for now. That's the goal. But if I'm feeling down sometime, like I have slowed down, then I will study on stream as well. That also works, right? Yeah, I think that's it. I will close the stream now and say see you tomorrow. Tomorrow maybe I will. Yeah, and I think it's time to say see you tomorrow because uh, it has been more than 15 days since the exam completed and I haven't studied much except for just making up some answers on ChatGPT. Yeah, I think that's time to really buckle down, as I have said like 100 times on the in the 60-day challenge. And yeah, time to actually do that and get the job that I kind of want. Let's see. All right, let me switch off the stream now. Let me switch off the stream now. I need to start talking slower so people can understand what I'm saying and they don't get confused due to a mixture of accent and the way I speak and just talking in a microphone, and all of them get together and nobody understands what I'm saying properly. It's very annoying. I have had that happen to me, and it's very difficult to actually tell people that you have no idea what they're saying. Kind of like listening to a Scottish accent or something like that. I remember there is a video on YouTube which but the British MP gets completely confused by the Scottish accent and has to ask for clarification. There is also a very nice YouTube clip on the same subject matter where the guy actually has to translate from Scottish to English. Alright then, let me just switch off the video now and see you later.